Hello everyone, back again with movie and tune recap. Today, I'm going to explain an Australian psychological thriller horror film from 2023, titled Run Rabbit Run. Spoilers ahead, so watch out and take care. The movie begins with a woman having a nightmare about a lady on a beach and a locked closet before waking up. The woman is Sarah, a divorced fertility doctor who is celebrating her daughter Mia's 7th birthday. The two talk, and Mia asks if her mom invited people and her dad to her birthday, to which Sarah says yes. It is then revealed that Sarah's dad is dead, which makes both Sarah and Mia feel sad. Sarah usually takes Mia to school before going to the place where she works as a fertility doctor. After returning home with Mia, both of them notice the garage door wide open, which shocks Sarah. They find a rabbit, and Mia quickly becomes attached to it. On the evening of Mia's birthday, they are joined by Peter, Mia's father, and Toby, his 3-year-old adopted son. It is revealed that Peter was the one who opened the garage while looking through some boxes. Later that night, Denise, Peter's new partner, also arrives, and Sarah feels upset when she learns that Peter and Denise are planning to have a child, despite their earlier agreement that Mia would be their only child. While playing, Mia screams when Toby hits her on the head, drawing the adults' attention. Sarah angrily scolds Toby and Denise, but Peter calms the situation. Later that night while smoking, Sarah burns a birthday card that her mother, Joan, had sent to Mia. The rabbit catches her attention again, and she tries to send it over the garden wall, but it bites her. When she looks up, Sarah realizes that Mia saw her trying to get rid of the rabbit. The next morning, Mia's behavior begins to change. She becomes unresponsive at times and starts wearing a rabbit mask she made herself, refusing to take it off when Sarah asks. At her workplace, Sarah receives a call from Sandy at Warrendy Nursing Home, who wants to speak with her about her mother's condition. Later, when Sarah goes to pick up Mia from school, she finds her hiding inside a playground tube looking scared. At home, Sarah asks Mia if someone is bullying her, but Mia says no. When Sarah asks why she was angry with her earlier, Mia replies that she misses her mom, leaving Sarah confused. Later, when Mia asks for family photos to make a family tree, Sarah shows her the family album, but there are no photos of Joan, which Mia insists on seeing. Sarah searches the storeroom where old boxes are kept, and while going through her dad's box, she finds a childhood photo of herself with her younger sister, Alice. Suddenly, Mia snatches the photo, claiming it's the one she's been looking for, but Sarah takes it back and sends Mia to bed. Sarah continues to have disturbing nightmares and later finds Mia with the rabbit again. After taking Mia to her room, Sarah discovers that Mia has taken the childhood photo. Mia insists that she is the one in the picture, and Sarah scolds her for taking things that don't belong to her and puts her to bed. Mia says she misses her grandmother, Joan, whom Sarah is estranged from and Mia has never met. Mia insists on seeing Joan, but Sarah refuses, and Mia's behavior becomes more erratic. The next day, due to an appointment with Sandy and Mia's continued insistence on seeing Joan, Sarah takes her to visit the nursing home where Joan lives. When they arrive, Sarah notices Mia is bleeding after she removes her mask, so she gives her tissues to stop the bleeding. Inside the nursing home, Sarah meets Sandy, who reveals that Joan has been diagnosed with dementia and has been repeatedly asking for Sarah. When they finally meet Joan, who is suffering from dementia, she refers to Mia as Alice, which causes a strong reaction from Mia. Sarah quickly and forcefully separates them, and while trying to get Mia into the car, she accidentally injures Mia's hand in the struggle. After they return home, Sarah tries to talk to Mia, but Mia gets angry and leaves the car. In distress, Sarah intentionally hurts her own hand to match Mia's injury. Later, Sarah is contacted by Mia's schoolteacher, who shows her disturbing drawings on the underside of Mia's homework. Sarah then checks Mia's artwork at home and realizes that all of it contains similar unsettling images. While reading a library book to Mia, Sarah notices that Mia has drawn in it, but Mia insists she didn't. Mia again demands to see Joan, and an argument breaks out between mother and daughter. As Sarah leaves Mia's room, she hears Mia whisper, "You're not my real mom," and say that she wants to go home. Later, on the beach, Sarah questions Mia about her behavior, and Mia tells her to start calling her Alice, which upsets Sarah deeply. Still struggling with her father's death, Sarah sits by his old box and begins to sob while holding one of his belongings. While sobbing, Sarah hears footsteps approaching, which turn out to be the rabbit. She calls Peter to tell him about Mia's strange behavior lately and how she keeps insisting on seeing Joan. Peter advises her to take Mia to see Joan and let her have a relationship with her grandmother. The next day, following Peter's suggestion, Sarah takes Mia and the rabbit to her childhood home, and when they arrive, Mia runs toward the house while Sarah walks toward a cliff. As she stands there, she sees a little girl in the distance, but when she's distracted by Mia and turns back, the girl has disappeared. Inside the house, Sarah looks uneasy as she gazes at the old family photos on the wall. Mia enters Alice's room and tells Sarah that she'll be staying there, and uncomfortable with the room, Sarah pulls her out. That night while drawing, Mia keeps insisting that she is Alice, which increasingly disturbs Sarah. In response, Sarah tells Mia about her sister Alice, who went missing when she was 7, and Mia insists again that she is Alice and that she's back now. This leads to an argument, and Sarah becomes angry when Mia won't stop claiming to be Alice. Mia runs off, and Sarah chases after her, only to find Mia bleeding from her nose again. After treating her and putting her to bed, Sarah goes to the living room to gather Mia's drawing tools, but she suddenly hallucinates that her hands are covered in blood. As Mia's behavior grows more erratic, Sarah begins to experience more intense hallucinations, her nightmares worsen, and the bite on her hand from the rabbit becomes infected. The next day, Sarah takes Mia to visit Joan at the nursing home again, and this time, Joan is able to recognize Sarah. When Joan calls Mia by her real name instead of Alice, Mia becomes upset, and when Sarah tries to intervene, Mia slaps her and runs off. Later, after they reconcile, Sarah takes Mia to a tower graveyard and shows her Alice's name on a memorial to help her understand that Alice is dead. As they leave the tower, a little girl can be seen standing inside. That night, as Sarah shares more memories about Alice, Mia's behavior suddenly shifts. She accuses Sarah of locking her in a closet and bullying her. Upset, Mia locks herself in her room and slides the childhood photo of Sarah and Alice under the door, with Sarah's face scratched out. Disturbed, Sarah leaves a voicemail for Peter, explaining that Mia somehow knows about Alice and is now pretending to be her. After the call disconnects, Sarah is startled to see Mia standing nearby, dressed in Alice's old clothes. When Sarah checks Alice's room, she finds it completely trashed. After tucking Mia into bed, Sarah begins looking through the old family photos and grows increasingly uncomfortable, especially when her eyes linger on pictures of Alice. She takes all the photos down from the walls, places them in a box, and carries the box to a shed outside. As she sets the box down and is about to leave, the closet from her recurring nightmares suddenly opens by itself. The next morning, Sarah steps out of the house, unaware that Mia is silently watching her. Sarah visits Joan at the nursing home and tells her she is planning to sell the house. Joan firmly objects, saying not to sell it as she plans to return there once she's discharged. Joan insists that one day Alice will return, but Sarah laughs, saying it's a waste of time to keep believing that. This creates tension between them, and Sarah leaves in frustration, and when Sarah returns home, she finds Mia missing. To her shock, the family photos she had removed from the walls are now hanging back in their original places. Realizing Mia isn't in the house, Sarah heads into the woods to search for her. She eventually finds Mia, and angrily scolds her for leaving the house, and when she asks if Mia was the one who rehung the photos, Mia denies it. That night, Sarah has a disturbing nightmare where her father asks her about Alice, and she wakes up suddenly to the sound of Mia screaming. Rushing to her room, Sarah tries to comfort Mia, telling her it was just a nightmare, but then she notices Mia is bleeding from her head. Panicking, Sarah grabs a pair of scissors, but it quickly becomes clear she is hallucinating, and as it worsens, she unintentionally cuts Mia with the scissors. Later, Sarah hears banging coming from the shed, and when she goes to investigate, her attention is drawn once again to the mysterious closet inside. After opening the closet, Sarah is suddenly attacked and choked by what appears to be Alice. In a panic, she grabs a steel trap and strikes Alice, but it turns out to be another hallucination. Still caught in the hallucination, Sarah chases the vision of Alice back into the house. When Alice runs into a room and locks the door, Sarah tries to force it open, and in her frenzy, she bangs her head against the door, ultimately knocking herself unconscious. While unconscious, Sarah hallucinates a childhood memory of Alice, confusing her sister with Mia. In the memory, a young Sarah had locked Alice in the shed, and when she finally let her out, Alice attacked her, choking her in anger. In the struggle, Sarah struck Alice in the head with a steel trap, and chased her outside. As Alice screamed, Sarah pushed her, sending her over the cliff to her death. Back in the present, Peter arrives at the house to find it in disarray. The family photos have been smashed, and Sarah is on the floor, obsessively drawing in a fugue state. After realizing Mia isn't in the house, Sarah and Peter go into the woods to search for her. Sarah sees what she thinks is Mia in the river and jumps in, but it turns out to be a hallucination of Alice drowning. Peter pulls her out, and they eventually find Mia hiding in a bush, and the family embraces. That night, Sarah visits the nursing home to speak with Joan and finally admits that Alice is dead. Sarah returns to her childhood home and apologizes to Mia, who she now sees as Alice, confessing that she hurt Alice and lied about her running away, and Mia calls her a monster. The next morning, Sarah discovers Mia is missing again, and starts looking for her. Looking out the window, she sees Mia and Alice holding hands, walking toward the cliff. Sarah bangs on the window, trying to stop Mia, but it's too late, and the movie ends. Okay guys, that's all the recap about Run Rabbit Run from 2023. Thanks for watching, see you again in the next video.